Hey. What's up? Um, this is gonna be a quick video of why I think personally day trading it could be the best business, part-time business, full-time business that you can have, that you can run from the comfort of your home, from remotely. Um, And when I say day trading, I also mean day trading and night trading. Because night trading, you can use your Forex account to trade after 4 o'clock, after the closing bell for the New York Stock Exchange. And with Forex trading, you can trade Sunday night starting at 5 o'clock on Eastern Standard Time. And that's 24 hours from Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, until Friday around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So this is just a few points of why I think, personally, why I think that day trading and night trading is the best business that you can have, and the best business that you can have for your life. Day trading, the stock market, and the Forex markets, and the options market. So here it goes. Number one, and this is not any particular order or anything, but to me, number one is independence. Day trading will allow you to get up when you want, well, not when you want, but you can get up 5, 6 in the morning, and your day really starts the night before. Actually, your trading really starts the night before because you're studying what stocks you're going to trade the next day. But physically, your day starts, you can start your day 5 or 6 in the morning. You can get up, you can exercise, you can meditate, you can read your Bible, you can read your Quran, you can read your 42 laws of Maya. You can do whatever you want. You can meditate, you can get things ready. If you have a family, you can get your kids to school even way before the bell rings. So your day could start 5 or 6 in the morning. And the independence that day trading has is so independent that you are your own boss. Number two, you are your own boss. You can fire yourself. You can trade 5 days a week. You can trade um, 6 days a week. You can trade even with the now you can trade 24 hours, 7 days a week with the Bitcoin. You can trade Bitcoin. That's 7 days a week. So that's why personally I think that day trading is the best business, um, part-time, full-time business, night trading, forex trading. You can run for your life. Another thing, another point I can make about day trading and having it to be your best business that you can have or you can run is it, on a good day you can make a lot of money. On a great day, on a great trade, you can make a lot of money, and um, you can make a lot of money, and sometimes you can lose a lot of money. But on a great day, and if you set up your trade, what you want to trade, you can make a lot of money trading, and that'll give you uh, you can become a lender and not a borrower all the time. So you can make a lot of money day trading, and you can use it. Uh, if it's your business, you can set it up as a corporation, a S corp, a C corp, or LLC. You don't want to do sole proprietorship as far as just doing business as a sole proprietorship. You want to do it as an LLC, S corp, or C corp because you get taxes back, you get tax breaks when you're trading. If you're traveling, you can say, I'm traveling to Costa Rica and I'm I'm trading while I'm traveling. I'm going to a trading show, a trade trading show. It could be in New York. It could be a trading expo in Las Vegas. It could be a trading expo in Florida. You can get that back in taxes. You can claim that in taxes. Your travel, if you're showing, if you're showing somebody how to day trade or invest in stocks, you can use that as taxes. So you can and another
can you it's a lot of studying going that goes into day trading. It's not you don't day trade just saying, okay, I have a stock, I'm gonna I have a company and I'm just gonna buy some stock in it. Day trading requires you to study, and that's the fun part for me of day trading. You can study a company, you can read the SEC reports. A lot of people they don't like to read the SEC reports. I like to read them. I like to read them because it shows you actually what the company's going to do in the long run. But day trading, I mean, we don't really concern ourselves with that as far as that's for basically investing. Long-term investing, you really want to study the SEC reports of what the company is doing, what financially, how they're financially or physically fit. And when I say physical, it's FISCAL. That's showing how a company what their income is, what their assets is, their operating expenses, what's coming in, what's going out, what they're also investing in. Um, so I like to, as far as the day trading and studying and preparing yourself to trade, it's nothing like it because it gives you, sometimes it gives you a rush. It gives me a rush as far as I know I can make some money or I might lose money. But if I lose money, I can cut my losses um, and keep my losses minimal. So if you can get 80% wins on all your trades or 85% or 75% wins on your trades or 70% wins on your trades, you're doing excellent. You're doing great. So um so that's another point that I think that day trading is the best business that you can have. And remotely another thing I mentioned about independence and remotely kind of go hand in hand. Remotely you can I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina right now, and you can literally day trade from anywhere in the world as long as you have internet access and it's fast, high speed internet access, and you can trade and you can do your forex trading in Africa. You can trade in China, if they don't have any restrictions on the internet over there. You can trade in uh, Costa Rica, as I mentioned before, Mexico. You can be in You could be in LA. I can go to LA and trade. If I'm profitable, I can trade anywhere. I mean, the remote, the that's so powerful. Instead of being in an office, I mean, right now I do it part time, but eventually you're gonna see me in videos of I'm gonna be in Mexico. I'm gonna be in Costa Rica. I'm gonna be in Dominican Republic. I'm gonna be in Puerto Rico. I'm gonna be in uh, L.A. I'm gonna be in New York City. I'm gonna be in uh, where else? I love the South. Memphis, Tennessee. I'm gonna be in trying to think of other places. Japan. I'm gonna be in Japan day trading my accounts. I'm gonna be, I'm already a multi-millionaire trader. It's already in my mind. It's already in my mind. I already wrote things down that I'm already a multi-million dollar day trader. I'm already a multi-million dollar day trader that keeps his money. I'm already a multi-million dollar day trader that has a nine-figure trading account. So that's I'm already, it's already in my mindset, you know. It's already in my mindset that I'm already a multi-millionaire. And another thing that I think that day trading is the best business that you can have, that you can run. Once you make money, you can give back. You can give back, because the more you give, that's even in the Bible. The more that you give, the more you're going to receive. The word said it's better to give. It feels so, sometimes when I give, when I have a chance to give, I feel, now at you when I was younger, I used to hate giving. I used to be like, oh, when people used to ask me for money, I used to be like, oh. But then when I started getting a little bit older, in my 20s and my late 20s and early 30s, I love giving. So giving back to the community. If you become a millionaire in trading, you can go overseas, and if a certain people, if they need help, if they need something built, you might have the money to help them out. So giving back, that's that's um, that's another reason why that day trading is the best business that you can have in your life for your family. So that's another point I can say. Day trading as a business is the best thing you could have for your family. If you have a family, you are home day trading at your trading desk, um, maybe with other traders around the world. It's the You can get on forums, you can get on online forums, you can get on online forums, which sometimes they'll show you. Some people are maybe better traders than me. I might be a better trader than somebody else. I can show somebody how to day trade, and I'm home with my family, or you could be home with your family. You could be home with your family trading. While you could take your kids to school, mom and dad, or single moms or single fathers, because I was a single father. I was a single father. So single dads, single moms, you can day trade at home. Your kids can be at school, or if you homeschool them. Um, and it might be harder if you homeschool them, but if they're in a school in the daytime and you're day trading, and sometimes a trade could take just an hour. A trade that goes your way could take 15 minutes. A trade that goes your way may take 2 hours. But after that trade and you make your money, you close up shop and you go about your business. You don't have to trade all day. You don't have to trade all day. You don't. Because, trading all day, sometimes you could be in a good trade, and then if you're trading all day, some day traders, they can do it all day and make money, and sometimes you can lose money. But the other bullet point that I'm making about family time is, once you get done with your trade, not trading all day, you spend more time with your family. You spend more time at their games. You spend more time helping them with their homework. You spend more time at their events while you're trading. And I know people saying, well, I trade part time, or I'm already working at a job. Well, this is preparing you while you're working at a job. You can take your, where's my phone? You could take your smartphone. You could take your smartphone and trade while you're working, unless you're like real busy and it's a job where they're saying that you cannot use your phone for anything. um, Try to, just on your break, you could day trade with a touchpad. You could day trade um, with your phone. And like I said, I'll still get back to the family part. Once you become a full-time trader and you possibly leave your job, a job that you might not like, that's another point I'm about to get to, then you have access, you have the ability to trade full time and be with your family and have more family time. So, um, let me see. Got another point. I think this probably would be my last point. Um, let me see. What else do I have? You can, well, being your own boss, you can say no. You can trade three days out of the week and make a lot of money. The more money you have in your account, and the more you leverage the trade, the faster you can get out that trade, the faster you can pull the trigger on that trade and make your money and be done for the rest of the day. You are your own boss when you're day trading. You are your own boss when you're forex trading at night. You're your own boss when you are trading options. You are your own boss when you make day trading a business that you run. You can run it 5 days a week. You can run it 2 days a week. You can trade once a week. You, you, you are your own boss. You are your own boss. You are uh, the boss of you when you day trade and you use it as a business. You treat it as a business. You are your own boss. You are your own boss. You are your own boss. You trade on the time you want to trade. You can start trading at 10 o'clock in the morning. You can trade after 1 o'clock. You can trade at 3 o'clock. You can trade at 9:30. Well, 9:30 is, they call us the suckers, the suckers time, between 9:30 and 9:45. But anyways, or the amateur. That's amateur hour from 9:30 to 9:45. Because sometimes you can lose a lot of money at the opening bell. But you are your own boss when you day trade and you treat it as a business. So that's basically it. Like I said, it's remote. You can visit family. When you're visiting family and or friends, that's I think that's because I love traveling. So I think that's the main thing. Like my dad used to say, the main thing is the remote. And it's not a day trading is not about the money. It's about the freedom. It's about the respect. It's about the opportunities that you can have for yourself and your family and your friends and even strangers. If it's, you might be able to help a stranger. You might be in a restaurant. You've seen the stories on the news where people that worked in restaurants, waitresses and waiters that worked at restaurants, had $500 tips, $1,000 tips. That might be you one day, that you may be able to give somebody that's working hard in a restaurant or working hard at a job a tip that may be able to just change their life or just make them happy for a few days, or just to change their life. That they might take that $1,000 and create a business, a multi-million-dollar business. You never know. So you give it back. So that's why I said day trading, to me, this is just my opinion. Day trading to me is the best lucrative business that you can start and run on your own. As long as you know what you're doing, as long as you study, read books, read as much books as you can, read as many books as you can on day trading. Go on excuse me, I apologize. Go on eBay and Amazon and get as much day trading material as you can. You teach yourself There's a lot of videos out there as far as people teaching you. If you're not writing notes down, if you're not retaining the information, it's no good. You know, when I get, or when maybe Tim Sykes or Sal, the small cap millionaire, when he gets like emails and people asking him stuff about trading, man, you could study. That's why you went to school and you had homework, because school was preparing you to study the study on your own. You don't have to ask like all the questions, all the silly questions all the time, and this silly emails. Well, how much you made? Don't worry about how much I made. You study for yourself and build your own account up. So that's why I said day trading is, to me, again, to me, my opinion, it's the best business that you can have, you can run, and you can build a financial empire for yourself and for your family and for your friends and maybe strangers. So that's my 2 cents. Peace, blessings, hotep, assalamu alaikum, shalom, God bless, Yahweh bless, um, and all that. And just, think about it. It's something, it's something that you can do for yourself and for your family. Think about it. Just think about it. So it just the independence that it gives is just so powerful. Just the you know the you have power. You have more power than being powerless at where someone says, hey, you got to come in at this time of work. You got to you have to leave. You got to take a break when they want you to take a break. So think about it. Get into the day trading, Forex, options, Bitcoin, and build your empire. Peace.